Welcome back, Vinyl Community. So I am super excited because Marvin the Martian decided to do the summer vinyl tag. I've been waiting for someone to do the vinyl tag, and he was the one to do it. And he's got 15 great questions on the tag. I didn't know if anybody was going to do a vinyl tag this summer because we're almost halfway through and it hadn't happened, but luckily he stepped up to the plate and knocked it out. So let's get into the questions that he has. And you can find him at Martin the Martian Vinyl is his channel. And he's got a fantastic channel, by the way, as well. All right, his first question is your most recent heater. So this is the album that you picked up most recently that is a heater. It's a banger. And the one that I picked up is Soundgarden, Super Unknown, some grunge from '94. This one is a banger through and through. Hard to beat Chris Cornell. This is the original US pressing on the beautiful translucent blue vinyl. And this one I have been spinning quite a lot and very happy with. Very stoked to find too. Didn't ever think that I would find one or come across one. So number 2 is show a record that will melt your face off. Those are big words. So summer, melt your face off. The album that I'm thinking of is Yesterday's Children. It's from 1970. It's hard rock, psych rock from Map City's the label. And I'll show you the label here as well. But this is some hard, heavy hitting early 70s rock. And it is essential, I think, if you're into the hard guitar rock, fuzz guitar, garage rock, psych rock. If you're into any of that, this is one that you want to be sure to check out. Okay, number 3, Cheap Heat record. All right, I've brought this one up before, but my choice is Ursa Major. This one's from 1972. It's on RCA. It's the RCA orange label. And this one has the guitarist Dick Wagner. This is kind of his project. This is a power trio. This is a smoking album, and this can be had for, I'd say, like 30 or under. And it is awesome, awesome guitar rock, hard rock. Question number 4, 2-piece swimsuit. So I've got 2 albums. So 2 albums, and they're both 2 pieces, same group. In 2-piece, he's saying there's only 2 members in the band. So he picked the White Stripes. I'm gonna pick Silver Apples. So this is Silver Apples' first album. And there's only 2 members, Dan Taylor, who was on the drums, and then Simeon, who was on the vocals and also did the synthesizer. And they only had these 2 albums, this one in 1968, and then they had one in 1969. And this is the one, Contact. This is the one that stalled out their career because they didn't get permission from Pan Am to be in the cockpit here. And I don't think Pan Am was super upset about that, but I do think that they were upset about the apocalyptic back with the Pan Am crashing. I think that's probably where they were not thinking that was good publicity for them. And so that was one of the downfalls of the band, was the artwork on their second album, Contact. Okay, question number 5, summer road trip soundtrack. So this is what you want to listen to when you're driving in the car, you're headed on a road trip and you're going somewhere. I'm choosing Jurassic 5, Quality Control. This is hip hop from the 2000s, and this is real easy to have on the background. It's great to have when you're driving around. It's smooth, it's easy to listen to, and it's a great album. This is my recommendation. Question 6, best car boot, as they say in the UK, but here it's more of a garage sale or yard sale. And I don't do a lot of garage sailing or yard sales, so I'm going to show an album that I picked up from the 99-cent bin at a record store. So I got 1972's Jerry Garcia Jerry. So I got this for 99 cents. It's the original green label, Warner Brothers, and it's worth probably, I don't know, averages around 20. So it's not like a steal of a deal, but it's a good album for 99 cents. It's definitely worth that. Okay, question number 7. Here Comes the Sun, an album with a sun on the cover. All right, so this one is one of the darkest, hardest albums with the sun on the cover that I could think of. Husker Du, Minneapolis' own Husker Du, New Day Rising. We've got the sun coming up on the water there, and then on the back we've got the sun as well. And this is Bob Mould was the lead singer of Husker Du. They were a hardcore band that started in the late 70s and were a big band for the Minneapolis area. And there's a lot of bands that tribute Husker Du for influence. So you should check it out if you like hardcore music. Check it out. This is not an easy listen, but nevertheless, she's got a sun on the cover. So. That one's on the SST label, came out in 1985. All right, number 8, Campfire album. So he wants us to show an acoustic album. Well, I am choosing John Fahey, who was an acoustic folk artist, blues artist, and this was his 3rd album. This is a repress from 1967. This originally came out in 66 or 65 rather, and this one's The Dance of Death and Other Plantation Favorites. And this one actually has a cooler cover than the original. Maybe I can show you the original cover. I might show it on the side here when I'm done. But this is just a really great album, and he was really a master, a maestro, if you will, of the guitar. And this album showcases his talent phenomenally, and it's very stripped down and it's acoustic. It's amazing, and I would highly suggest it. Okay, number 9, The Summer of '69, show an album that came out in 1969. And again, I've really tough time following the rules, so we're going to do 2 albums from 1969. The first one is On Chess. It's Coco Taylor. This is her self-titled first album. This is Chicago blues at its finest. It's raw, it's gritty, it's dirty, and she has help from Willie Dixon and Buddy Guy, and this is a phenomenal album if you've never heard it, and I would check it out. So that's my first choice from 1969. And then we're gonna jump from blues to some psych rock. We've got Them. This is the 3rd Them album that came out after Van Morrison's departure. It's on the Happy Tiger label. As we mentioned, it came out in 1969. And Van Morrison was not really into psychedelic rock, but these guys took it that direction, and they did a fantastic job. This is awesome, fuzzed out guitar, psych, acid rock. Great album. Okay, now, speaking of great albums, we are moving on to what is a perfect album. The number 10 is The Perfect Bod, so it's a perfect album. And I'm going in a little bit different direction now, and we're choosing Waylon Jennings' 1973 album, Honky Tonk Heroes, on RCA Victor on the orange label there. And this is a absolutely amazing album. You've got Waylon Jennings, and you've got Waylon's right there, and then you also have Billy Joe Shaver, which he wrote a lot of the songs that are featured here. He wrote many of them: Honky Tonk Heroes, Old Five and Dimers, Willie the Wandering Gypsy and Me, Lowdown Freedom, just on and on, just so many great songs. And I think this album also is a quintessential outlaw country album. So if you've never heard outlaw country before, this is a first go-to for me. This is what lets you know if you're interested in it, because this is as good as it gets. Question number 11, Summer of Love. So show a record that I'm in love with. Okay, so this is another recent pickup for me. And this is a private press. Actually, these guys were out of Minneapolis. It's called Zocalo. And the album is At Paul's Place. And this is on a private press label. Came out in 1978. And this is a dead ringer for a Smokin' Santana album. It's Latin, it's jazz, it's fusion. And these guys took some serious notes from Carlos and Jorge Santana, because this is a smoker. I've been looking for this for a while, and I finally found a nice copy. I don't think this is really streamable, but it's if you ever see this or if it is available to stream, check it out if you like Latin rock, because this is out of this world. Okay, number 12, recommend another channel. All right, well, first of all, I was going to recommend Martin the Martian. It's hard to say, it's a tongue twister, because he does have a great channel, and I do watch his videos, and I'm subscribed to his channel. But since he's going to get a lot of love from this, I'm going to suggest somebody else. And the person that I'm going to suggest is Alex from Beer and Vinyl. And that's his channel, at Beer and Vinyl. I would check him out. He's got he does a lot of videos. He's got a lot of information. He's bright, he's cheery, he always has a good attitude, and then he'll review a beer a lot of times when he reviews albums too, and it's kind of fun to put those two together. So that's who I would check out. All right, number 13, recommend an album everyone would love. So this one was a little tricky for me, but I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one, and I'm going Jamiroquai. I've got Dynamite here right now. This one came out in 2005, but really I think any Jamiroquai album is really easy to listen to, easy to fall in love with. And there's really nothing offensive about it, I guess. So I feel like this is a good ticket. I feel like if you have this on and you've got a group of strangers over, you're having a party, no one's going to tell you to turn this off. No one's going to be annoyed by this. No one's going to say, what the hell is this? Unless they're curious and they want to know so that they can get it for themselves. All right. Number 14, a summer holiday record. So picked up on the road for a summer holiday or summer vacation. So I haven't really done a whole lot for summer vacations yet. Those are still in the mix, but I do travel a fair amount for work. And I'm gonna pull one that I got on one of my travels to northern Minnesota for a job. This was way up in Bemidji, Minnesota, or as we call it in the wintertime, it's Bemidji, because it gets so cold up there. But this is the Jelly Bean Bandits. I found this at a little record store up there. I was really surprised that they had it. They had it because this one is a pretty sought after title on Mainstream. Came out in 1967. It's garage, psych rock. It's a really good album, and I was super stoked to find it, super impressed that it was there, because there really wasn't a whole lot of other things there. And it was also very reasonably priced, so this was a good score for me. Last question is the most overshadowed album of all time. And this is a really tricky one too, and I had to think a little bit. I know a lot of times with these questions, you just want to shoot from the hip, right? Whatever comes. But this one I pondered quite a bit. And the person that I came up with not only is an overshadowed artist, but I think this is the most overshadowed album in his catalog on top of that. So I'm going with Terry Reid. The album is called Seed of Memory. This came out in 1976, and I believe this was his fourth. It was either his fourth or fifth album, but it's the white label promo on ABC. But Terry Reid, if you don't know, he was kind of handpicked by Jimmy Page when he was forming Led Zeppelin, is he wanted Terry Reid to be the lead singer of Led Zeppelin. And we all know that Robert Plant, he turned down Jimmy Page and suggested Robert Plant. And Robert Plant was the one who ended up being the lead singer. And Terry took more of a solo career route, but his albums are really good. And this one in particular is also phenomenal. Graham Nash produced this album, and so there's really lovely harmonies as well. But yeah, he doesn't get talked about a whole lot, doesn't get a whole lot of love, but his guitar work is amazing. And a couple of these songs were actually featured on Rob Zombie's The Devil's Rejects. So, I mean, Rob Zombie's a pretty influential guy. So if he backs Terry Reid, that's good enough for me. So anyways, super stoked to do this, super excited. Thank you, Martin, and hope to see a lot of other videos out there. And until next time, we'll see you later.